Welcome back to the Turnaround Master. Today we're talking about your balance wheel of expertise and how important it is to you as a strategy to achieve long-term sustainable profitability and competitive strength. Let's go over those really quickly again. Your craft and your operations, your key products and services. Setting smart goals. Strategic focus and planning. People engagement, employee empowerment. Implementing a quality management system and the 10 principles involved in that. Effective communications. I talked about that's not a passive issue, that is an active issue. Sales and marketing. Project management, scheduling, and resource management. Very important. If you're organized about that, you can really reduce costs and help your project along. Finance and accounting, and I know a lot of my clients really wish they didn't have to deal with this, but it's essential and it's an opportunity for you to grow your business profitably. Generating creativity, ideas, and innovation. I mentioned, what do you think about when you think about Apple? And that is innovation. Time mastery. This is an essential part for your team. If they master their time, it eliminates a lot of waste, and it's about getting organized, and we'll go into that in more detail in a little bit. And then finally, striking a balance of personal wellness and business success. Developing a healthy lifestyle, both professionally and personally. And quite frankly, a lot of entrepreneurs are very bad at doing this. They just don't feel they have the time to maintain their health. But I've had a lot of projects due to the fact that the primary business owner didn't take care of their health, and they either became incapacitated or they died. And now the family was trying to pick up and figure out what they needed to do to maintain the success that he had or she had garnered. Okay, let's go into more detail. Take a look first at what I'm talking about, a balanced wheel of expertise, and these are the 12 essential disciplines in the boxes. It's a smooth rolling wheel. You could see a wheel like this would roll naturally, but here's the reality of most businesses when I first come to work with them. Here we go. Typical wheel of expertise. Strong in their key or their primary trade, key products, but then they're a little bit less skilled at setting meaningful goals. Strategic focus may not be involved in it all. Employee empowerment. A lot of my clients never even heard what that is, really. And a lot of other clients and other businesses, quite frankly, just pay lip service to this one, and quality is another one that is often paid lip service to, but not necessarily employed in their business. So this wheel, you could see, does not actually turn, wouldn't turn. It gets caught, it gets stuck. And that's what what happens to a lot of businesses rather. They get stuck, the wheel won't roll because it's not balanced. Now, quite frankly, a business owner, a solo business owner, even if he's incorporated, by him or herself, cannot really master all the disciplines unless they're a very unusual person. And there are exceptions, of course. But somebody on the team needs to develop this mastery so that with all the team members working together, the 12 essential disciplines are mastered. Okay. Reasons why sometimes businesses don't achieve their balanced wheel of expertise is, number one, the business owner is too busy just surviving. They are just working in the business and they never work on the business. I've mentioned it before, you need to separate out 3 to 4 hours minimum, maybe more initially, to work on the business as well as working in the business. Number two, the owner's not aware of all the 12 disciplines. Quite frankly, some very small business owners that are fairly new don't even realize the issues of overhead. And this is something they have to get a handle on. Number three, business owner doesn't know how to develop the weak areas of expertise. They have a mild understanding or they're aware of it, but they don't know or don't have the expertise organically within the company to address those weaker areas. Number four, the business owner believes it's an impossible task. There's just too much to do, it overwhelms him or her, and they just take no action because it seems so overwhelming. Number four, they try to do too much at once. There's a lot on the plate and they want to get it all settled at once, so they rush into it and they don't do a good job at any of the particular areas they're trying to get accomplished, and it falls apart and they get frustrated. Go back to number 4. It seems like an impossible task. Number 6, the business owner doesn't really see the value in all the disciplines, understands some needs for accounting, and doesn't really see the real total need to understand their numbers on a timely basis. So they don't focus on trying to change anything, even though I can show them clearly it's getting them in trouble, lagging behind in their accounting information. Plus, there's other opportunities in accounting that a lot of CPAs don't help the business owners discover or focus on, because quite frankly, they're hired to pay taxes and mitigate taxes, to keep the taxes as low as possible, and sometimes to keep the banks happy and provide the information that the banks need from the accounting system. But there are other opportunities that can help you identify positive and negative issues in your business through the accounting. But they don't understand that yet. 7, the business owner doesn't have the internal assets to develop all 12 essential disciplines. Especially newer companies, this is a problem because they don't have the expertise in hand or in-house yet. So they have to go outside to get some of that expertise developed, either going to classes themselves or bringing in a consultant like me, quite frankly, to help them shore up those weaker areas and educate the team on the real effect of those disciplines and then how to go about addressing those disciplines. Number 8, a very common one, quite frankly, the business owner doesn't want to relinquish control. I know this very well. I'm an entrepreneur myself, and I have a few control issues, I'll admit it. Hopefully I'm getting better at that, and I certainly have the education in the back of my mind telling me to pay attention to it, pay attention to it. One thing I've had to be lucky for my experience was I had good mentors when I began, plus good training and education. So I try to empower my employees, and it's the smartest thing I ever do in any organization I'm involved with. Employees who are empowered are engaged, and once you don't have to babysit them or convince them how important it is to achieve the goals, you have a lot more time to do what's more important for your business. So we're going to come back and talk more about the actual disciplines when we come back from the break. So until then, I hope you will listen to these important messages and rejoin us in just a few seconds. Bye now.